Welcome to the season 3 of season 1 by Info19 Option. Today's session we will be talking about cryptocurrencies and wallets. Today's session will be taken by Kumar Varma and my co-partner Swam Sahu. And in today's session, we will be talking about Bitcoin fundamentals, Ethereum essentials, cryptocurrency wallets, as well as wallet security. Swam will also be showing you a wallet setup and a simple transaction. Now, without wasting any time, let's start. So first of all, what is Bitcoin? So let me give you some quite simple analogy. Think about Bitcoin as a simple gold bars. So why so? So Bitcoin is a digital currency and it has a limited supply. So its price depends on the supply itself. We mostly use it for payments and investment, and it has very limited availability. Now let's get to our slide. So basically, Bitcoin was introduced by Satoshi Nakamoto in 2000. It was first blockchain digital currency which solved double spending. Double spending from you can visit our previous lecture, which we have in detail about it. And Bitcoin, I can say Bitcoin is a digital currency that doesn't have central authority. It is not controlled by any bank or government. It is totally decentralized. It has many so when we talk about Bitcoin or in a blockchain, think of like your transactions are stored in a hash, and they are and their transaction and they are linked to transaction or like a synchro they are linked chronologically in a synchronous way. So each previous transaction will is you can say is a preceded to a next. It is how a Bitcoin is. So basically, you are storing your transaction and your in a chronological on the chain. That's how blockchain works. And now let's move forward. So if you like, what did I say? Think about it like a block and what is called digital gold. Think of it like it has a maximum supply cap. There can never exist more than 21 million bitcoins in the market. They can only 21 million is the max limit. As of now, 19.8 million bitcoins are in supply, and this scarcity has many uses. But for now, we can say it basically controls value, and that is why we have coined it up digital. Now, if I talk more features about Bitcoin, since it is a blockchain network, it is decentralized, transparent, immutable, and immutable. So, let me repeat, let me explain you. Decentralized means it has no single point of control, no bank controls it. It is transparent. You can always see your transaction and your transaction history at any given time on any place. It is immutable. Once a data is on the chain, you cannot change it. It is there for forever. And global, it is 24 size. It works 24/7. It doesn't have any like home stop working for an hour. Any, it's it's like that. It's also some challenges like for as of current challenge, it is very slow, 7 transactions per second. Like get the idea. If you have some Visa card, it it processes 15.6 million transactions per second. Bitcoin just a 7 transactions per second, so there's a big difference. It also have high energy use as it as mining contains POW to fork. It uses high energy, and yes, since it is a currency, it has price volatility. Now, this was about the Bitcoin. Now, there's also another currency we call Ethereum. So, what Ethereum you can think about as a programmable blockchain or a blockchain where you can code something. Let me get to Excel draw again. If you go about Ethereum, think of it like a compressed world scale. It doesn't have a central CPU or anything. It is distributed throughout the world. Now, unlike Bitcoin, it has unlimited supply. There's nothing like 21 million gap. Okay. Infinite number, infinite number of coins can be present in at any given time, and it still has some monetary value. Another specific feature of the Bitcoin is it can be programmed. Codes can be scripted and is written on blockchain, and they will be issued through EVM. EVM stands for Ethereum Virtual Machine. Now, get our slide. So Ethereum was first introduced in 2015. It was created by Vitalik Buterin for smart contracts. Now, think of smart contracts as a set of code that is deployed on blockchain network, which executes itself autonomously when certain conditions are met. We'll talk about it more. So Ethereum it has its own native currency. We call it ETH, and just like other currency, it has its competition and its applications. Moving forward. So if we talk about Ethereum, Ethereum can you can think Ethereum as a programming network which we can use to build a decentralized application. It is widely used for DeFi, decentralized finance, NFT, non-fungible tokens, gaming, and DAO. DAO stands for digital autonomous organizations. Now, uh, there's also a term in the Ethereum which we call gas. Or gas. Think about gas as a unit price for the execution of your programs. So let's say I'm writing a certain set of code, and that code will uh, will cost some fees. And now how much that fee is determined by gas. And if I use certain amount of gas, I have to pay certain amount of fees to the Ethereum network. That is how it works. There are layer two options like arbitrum optimization and arbitrum optimizer that you can use to reduce this. This is how basically Ethereum is a system. We'll run further. Just Ethereum standardizing government concern for limited flexibility. What does it mean? Since Bitcoin is only used for, we can say, for transaction and payments, Ethereum has much more use and just. It can be used to program things, to create things on the blockchain. Now, if I do a side-by-side comparison of Ethereum and Bitcoin, think of it like Bitcoin is a digital currency. It has stored some values, while Ethereum is a programmable blockchain platform. You can code things on it and deploy it. Also, Ethereum is much faster than Bitcoin. As I can say, Ethereum has 15 transactions per second and a 12-second block time, while Bitcoin has 7 transactions per second and 10 minutes. That's a huge difference. Also, when it comes to the supply of it, Ethereum has no hard limits, while Bitcoin has a 21 fixed limit. That we can say that stores or maintains value through the market. Also, if we talk about programmability, you can also write scripts on Bitcoin, but they're very limiting. You cannot go full-fledged application on it. While Ethereum, you can build a full-fledged application, or you can write massive application and deploy them. And Risi uses now there's a fun fact. Before 2022, Ethereum was also peer proof of work. So basically, what happens? Uh, Proof of work uses lots of energy, and Bitcoin still uses that proof of work. So it has high energy. So, but recently, Ethereum has shifted to POS, proof of stake. So it has no energy. So you can get proof of work and proof of stake in our previous lecture if you have attended them. If you not, you can go check out Open for or Attila YouTube channel. You will get all the previous sessions. Now, main use of Bitcoin is used for payments and investments. So I am making a transaction, I can use it to pay or something. While Ethereum is mostly used for programming, it can also be used for payment, but it can also be used for, but it's mostly used for programming, decentralized application, and digital finance, and NFTs, non-fungible tokens. Now, this was a basic idea of what Ethereum and Bitcoin are. We were talking about wallets taken by my friend Suman, and we will also be showing you how to create a wallet and how to perform transactions. So, thank you. Swam, you please, my Swam, so check your mic. You are muted.
Sorry. Sorry.
You can just
Hello, everyone. Uh, I'm Subham, and I will be taking your session related to crypto wallets. And also, I'll be showing you a live demo related to creating a wallet and also doing a transaction. First, let's understand what is a crypto wallet. Think of a wallet as a digital tool that allows you to store your keys. Keys referring to public key and private keys. You can use your wallet to send and receive cryptocurrencies as well as interact with different blockchains like Ethereum, Bitcoin, Solana, Sui, and many other blockchains. Now let's compare an wallet to a bank account. In a bank account, when you create an account, you go to the bank, which is a centralized authority. So your bank account is in control of the bank, but in case of a crypto wallet, it is in your custody. That is, you are the sole owner of the wallet, and no one else can access it unless you do some uh, something like sharing your private key, which I will talk on later. So basically, wallet does not store your coins, but it store the keys that gives you access to the coins that is stored on the blockchain. Now let us understand what are the different types of keys: public key and private key. Think of public key as your email address. Whenever you need to send a message to your friend, what do you need? His or her email address. Then only you can send the message. Similarly, if you need to receive a message, your friend needs your email address. But think of private key as the password to your email. You should not share your email password to your friend. Similar way, you should not share your private key to anyone. In blockchain, whenever you need to send crypto to your friend or someone, you need their public key. Only then you can send the crypto. So basically the difference between public and private key is public key is used to send and receive cryptocurrencies, while private key is used to sign the transaction. Also, you should never share your private key, otherwise you will lose your funds because other people can access your wallet if they have your private key. Now let's talk about different types of wallets. First, let's come to hot wallet versus cold wallet. Think of hot wallet as a software wallet and cold wallet as a hardware wallet. Now, coming to the security, obviously, if you think an hardware wallet will have more security because the private key is stored in the wallet and not exposed to the internet. While in case of an hot wallet, that is a software wallet, whenever you connect your wallet to a wrong site, for example, a scam site, and if you give access to your wallet, then you are a potential risk of losing your funds. Now let's come to the ease of use of these both the wallets. Obviously, a software wallet will be easy to use as it is directly create. You can directly create them on your mobile device as well as your laptop and do transaction within few seconds. But in case of hardware wallet, you need to connect the hardware wallet to your computer. Then only you can do a transaction. I'm showing you some examples of hardware wallet. These are how they look, and these are their prices, which we'll talking about the cost. Hot wallets or the software wallets are free to create. You can create as many wallets you want free of cost, but cold wallet or the hardware wallet are costly and the prices vary depending on features. So if I will suggest you, depending on use case, if you want to do regular trading or small payments, regular transactions, then hot wallet would be preferable as you can carry your mobile device everywhere. But it is inconvenient to carry a cold wallet or hardware device in your pockets. So use a cold wallet to store a large amount of funds. If you have a bigger portfolio or you want to invest for a long term without touching the crypto, then it is preferable to use a cold wallet. If you talk about the recovery, you can recover your hot wallet using the private keys or the seed phrase. But in case of cold wallet, you require your hardware device. That is, if you lose the device or if this device gets damaged, then you lose your funds. So it is your responsibility to keep the device secured, as well as in case of hot wallet, it is your responsibility to keep your keys secured. So basically, hot wallet means convenience and cold wallet refers to security. Now let's come to difference between custodial and non-custodial wallet. These types of wallet comes under hot wallet. So what is a custodial wallet? Suppose whenever you want to trade, for example, in Indian stock exchange, when you need to trade, you open an account near Zerodha or Grow or Upstocks. Similarly, in crypto, there are exchanges like Binance, Mexi, etc. Uh, so, for example, if you create your account on Binance, they also have have an feature to open a wallet. In that case, it will be a custodial wallet because the private keys will not be owned by you, but it will be stored by Binance itself. So, if in any case the third party, that is Binance or any other exchange you create your wallet, gets hacked, then you are at a risk of losing your funds. Also, you need to do your KYC. So, if you have privacy concerns, then you should always prefer a non-custodial wallet. As in non-custodial wallet, you own the private keys, you own the funds, and there is no need for KYC. But the cons are if you lose your recovery phase, then that will be difficult for you to access the wallet, and you may lose your funds. So in crypto, there is a saying called "not your keys, not your crypto," which means your keys are your responsibility. If you lose the keys, you lose your funds. a recent example in India, an Indian exchange named Wajirex got hacked and many users lost their funds. So you should always create a non-custodial wallet, I will suggest. Now I will, before going into common security threats in crypto, I would like to show you a demo related to creating a wallet, and also we'll do a transaction. Okay. Now here are some extensions. If you need to download any extension, you should go to Chrome Web Store. You can go to Chrome Web Store, Google Chrome. Then there you can search for different wallets like MetaMask and other wallets, and you can download them. I have already downloaded them, so I will directly show you the features. Let's first of all let's go to MetaMask. MetaMask was primarily an Ethereum-based wallet, but currently it will also be supporting Solana in the future. But first, let's talk about Ethereum. So these are few of my accounts. Here you can change the networks. For example, these are Ethereum mainnet, and these are different types of blockchains. Also, for development purpose, you do not need to use the main funds. There is a mainnet funds. There is a thing called testnet. For example, there is a Ethereum testnet known as Sepolia. So in Sepolia, you get fake testnet tokens. These are not real tokens. These are testnet tokens through which whenever you create an app on a blockchain, and if you want to do testing purpose, you can use this crypto. But these don't hold any real value. But now I will show you mainnet crypto. That is those which hold a real value. For example, these are few coins like USDC, USDT. WETH is just think is as Ethereum wrapper. Wrapped ETH is called WETH. It is basically the same as Ethereum. Here is ETH. This is a coin on Sui. These are some of the coins. Now, first of all, let me show you how to create an wallet. Let's first click on Add Wallet. Here are three options. You can import an existing wallet. You can create a new wallet. Also, you can connect a hardware wallet. If you want a hardware device, you need to select this. But now we'll be creating a hot wallet. Create new wallet. Yeah. Now it is showing you before noting down your seed phrase, you should know it's the only way to recover your assets. That is the seed phrase, which is directly linked to your private key. If you if whenever you are creating a wallet, you should note down it on a paper, not on any device, because there are potential risk of it getting exposed to the internet and you may lose your funds. Now let's click, and you have to enter the password of the wallet. Whatever password you set up while installing and creating a wallet, that same password you need to install. Okay. These are some of the keys like your cave, purse, large, sustain. Now, like this, up to 12 words are there. These are known as the seed phrases. These seed phrases need to be stored on a paper by you, and you need to copy it so that in future, if you want to import in any other wallet, you just need to enter these words, and you will be able to access the wallet. This is secure as there is no way someone can guess all the 12 words correctly. There are thousands and millions of possible combinations of different words. This will be asked to you at which phrase, which word is there. So you need to check and give, like for first is there in two. You select, and like this way you can create. I will not be wasting time on this. So maybe we'll select maybe later. Now we have created a wallet. This is second wallet here. It has no funds currently. So what we will do, we'll do a small transaction through which we'll receive crypto here. For example, let me go to my main wallet. Uh, Now let's send some crypto. For example, I have $50 on the BNB chain. BNB is the Binance chain. Let me send what for sending $1. I need the wallet address or domain name. Like every website has a domain name like google.com. Like that, you can also, as it is difficult to remember these names, like these numbers means the wallet address. So you can also buy domain names. They start at like $10 per year. So you can buy them and also send directly without needing to remember these difficult uh, uh, keys. I also own a wallet, so I first let me copy the private key of private key, I'm saying public key of the newly created account. Suppose I want to receive, so I click on receive. Yeah. Okay. I need to back. The seed phrase first. Okay. One number is cave. Pipe is mm, one. Cave of one. 11, right? Inact. Inact. Okay. We are backed up successfully. Now we have to receive USDT on BNB chain. So you need to select the chain. There are different types of chains like Solana, Ethereum, etc. We need to receive on BNB chain. So we'll copy the address, select on copy. Now let's go to a different wallet. That is our main wallet here. Now I'll be sending you, okay, wait, USDT on the newly created wallet. Next, you need to enter the how many USDT you want to send. Suppose I want to send one USDT. Your transaction fees will be taken in BNB, which is the network native cryptocurrency. Like for example, if you need to send USD in Ethereum blockchain, the transaction fees or the gas fees will be in ETH. And as this is in BNB chain, so the fees is in BNB. Now let's click on confirm. Transaction is sending. You can also speed up by spending extra fees. Otherwise, you can wait. It usually takes 30 seconds to 1 minute max. Now let's go to the newly created wallet and see if we have received the crypto. Let's wait here. See, we have received the crypto here. This is the USDT. Now, what I will show you is different types of crypto wallets. For example, as I showed you, this is a MetaMask wallet mainly used for Ethereum. Now there is a wallet called Unisat. There are other wallets as well, but this is one of the most popular wallets for Bitcoin, storing Bitcoin. Here, here different types of this is a Bitcoin mainnet. This is a Bitcoin testnet. These are other types of Bitcoin networks where you can access and do your development testing. For development testing, use Bitcoin testnet. For real storing, use Bitcoin mainnet. Now, next wallet I'll be showing you is Slush wallet, which is created by Sui, the Sui network. And yeah, this is the Slush wallet. Now, when we are seeing these are the different tokens on Sui, like this is Sui, I have 0.9 Sui, this is $3. This is the value sold. Walrus is a token of Sui. But now, whenever you are seeing, see, I have two wallets in two different wallets inside this Slush wallet. I'm clicking this, I'm seeing an address. You can see these are two different wallets. But in this case, I also see here, I also have an address here. And above that, I have the username great Sarki. So what here happened is I own the domain of Sui, that is sarki.sui. So if you need to send me funds, you do not need the complete public key. You can just send to sarki.sui, which I'll be doing a transaction here. Wait. Suppose I have 50 walrus here. Wal. I'll go to this wallet. Let's see which token I have here. Suppose I have 9.8 wallet. I'll be sending some. Suppose I'm sending 5 walrus token. In the recipient, now I do not need to copy and paste the whole public key. Now I can just type sarki dot sui. Wait. These are the estimated gas fees. It is in sui, as you can see the native token. I am sending. I need to enter the password. See, the transaction happened in 0.69 seconds. This is how fast the Sui network is. The modern day blockchains are much faster than Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now let's go to the Saki wallet. I had 50 near 50 walrus. Now I have 54.96. That is 5 more walrus that I sent from another wallet. This is how you do transaction in different wallets. And this is for Solana. There is a popular wallet known as Phantom wallet. This is for this is a Solana wallet. For every crypto, you would have a native wallet. Like for Solana, it is Phantom. Solana now also supports Sui, so you can see Walrus token is also existing here, but mostly it supports Solana tokens. This is Solana. Similarly, now what I will do is let's but if you want, suppose you don't want to download the native wallet of every blockchain, what you can do is, for example, there are wallets like OKX and Bitget. These are centralized exchanges, but they offer non-custodial wallets in where you can access all the networks. Like you do not need specific wallet for Bitcoin. They have wallet for Bitcoin, they have for Ethereum, They have Solana. For Sui also they will be having, for Sui, for every network they have support. So in this case, you only need one wallet. You do not need this many wallets. For now, we'll be doing a task like I'll be exposing the private key of this wallet. You should never expose your private key, but I am doing this for a, you can say, giveaway purpose, or let's see how many of you have understood how to create an wallet. So let's what I'll do is setting backups wallet 2. Okay, here you can select either to show the seed phrase or the private key. Let me select the private key of BNB, suppose, as I have funds on BNB Zen. Okay. See, this is the private key of this wallet. So now, as I have exposed this private key on the on online meet itself, and you can see this private key. So if any one of you copies this key, maybe using something like Google Lens or something, and imports this key, suppose like I will copy this, copy, then goes and creates an wallet. What he and she does is creates a new wallet, creates an import an existing wallet, private key, paste the key, and you can import it. And in this way you can access my funds on this wallet. It has $1. So if any of you have BNB, you can take away the funds also. Now let's come to the security threats related to the crypto. Now let's get back to the slides. Common security threats include phishing attacks. For example, there are sites like, for MetaMask, they have a website known as metamask.io. So if you need to if you need to do connect your wallet, you always need to go to your site. So instead of a original site, you connect to a fake site. These are created by scammers, which have similar name but different. See, metamask-support.io. These are fake websites, and if you connect to these websites, you will lose your funds, and you may also lose your seed. That is the wallet private key. And there is also another medium of a threat which is going on exclusively on the social media platforms like Telegram and Discord, where people pretend to be an support, and the that MetaMask tech team, like they will say, you, we are from the MetaMask tech team, please verify your 12 words to unlock the access. What you will do, you will go and copy your private key or your seed phrase and send them. In that way, you will lose your funds. So the reality is, no legit service, any crypto service will never ask you for your seed phrase. So you should never share it to anyone. Next, let's come to clipboard hijacking. Suppose you want to send funds to your friend or someone, you copy their public key. What happens is, there is a malware in your running in your background. The address you're copying automatically gets exchanged to the hacker's address. So instead of sending your ETH or any crypto to your friend, it goes to a hacker's wallet. This is also a type of hacking. Next is device compromise. If you're using a phone or laptop without an updated antivirus or firewall, you have risk of like, if they get access to your wallet, they may copy your seed phrase and you will lose all your funds. So the best practices in crypto, these are some do's and don'ts. You can read later, we will be sharing the slides. Also, you can use antivirus software. Also, avoid suspicious links, fake websites, and do not download anything suspicious. Always back up your wallet. If possible, if you have a large fund, use cold storage wallet. Keep your software updated, and also enable two-factor authentication. Nowadays, most of the wallets are having two-factor authentication. So if possible, use that. It will be uneasy, but your funds will remain safe. Now we'll be going forward to the doubt session. If you have any doubts, you can ask us. Okay, we'll be taking questions. If anyone has any doubt, please share. Which app in Android? Uh, in Android, you can use MetaMask, uh, or there are also possible wallets. For Sui, you have Slush wallet you can to use for Sui network. Also, if you want to download all-in-one wallet, I will be suggesting Bitget wallet. It is available on Play Store also. If any other questions, please share. Anyone has any doubt? You can write it on the message box, or you can open your audio and speak directly.
One
All
wallet
wallets.
sets rid of the drop.
No, like you can use the same wallet on different cryptos. That does not matter who is crypto. Depending on your personal interest, you can invest. But this is we are not providing investment suggestions here. We are talking about wallets here. Like all wallets are separate wallet, that is not true. Like for example, you can import the same wallet on multiple different wallets. Like MetaMask, this is OKX wallet. This is Sui wallet. Suppose here I am having account one. Let me show you the
What will
public,
be shared to you people?
the main one.
Okay, we will share in the PPT itself.
See, this is the public key of in this wallet, and it will be same in this wallet as well. In MetaMask, see, this is the same address. Account three. These are different accounts. So the private key, you should not. I showed you the private key of one newly created wallet. It has one
If,
USDT.
if
You
you,
can
I mean, he's talking about that only. Okay, we will add it to PPT.
okay. We'll be sharing it later.
Go on, people. Ask your questions.
If any other questions. If there are no questions, we'll be ending the session.
I guess they have no more questions.
Yes. If you have any question, you can share on our
Which wallet is better?
office. There is no such thing as a better wallet, but if you think MetaMask is an old wallet, legacy wallet, you can consider it secured. But I am using OKX because as it is created by a centralized exchange, uh, in a wallet you have something called RPC that helps you for faster transactions. MetaMask and all these, they are decentralized entities. So Dhruti is asking how to get started with DeFi. We'll be taking a session. Fifth session will be on DeFi, but make sure you join our next session, which will be on blockchain development basics. Then we'll get over to the DeFi. And I was talking about RPC. MetaMask and other decentralized wallets have slower transactions because as they're offering everything for free and don't have such a big RPC server, so those transactions are slower in this case. But in case of OKX or Binance Wallet, they have what you can say the faster RPCs. The transaction happens in very faster than these MetaMask or wallets. So if you need fast transactions, you can use, but everything is most of the wallets are safe. You're welcome. So we'll end the session now. If you have any other questions, you can share in the WhatsApp community.
Thank you all guys in the next sessions. Quantum wallet.
Quantum wallet is specifically for Solana. It was created when it started. It was specifically for Solana, but now it also supports other networks like Ethereum and Sui also. Okay, so we'll end the session here. You guys can leave. Thank you for attending the session. The next session will be on blockchain development basics. You can join the next session. It will be taken by Hers itself. And the last session will be on DeFi, which will be taken by me.